Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Al Munir High School e-learning system, class 5. This is your science lecture. Unit number is 11. Topic is soil. This is the title page of your amazing science book for class 5. Question arises that what is a soil? So first of all, look at this experiment and the definition of soil. What is soil, students? Soil is the outer layer of the crust of the earth. We have this crust of the earth and its outer layer, students, is called the soil. It is a mixture of small pieces of rock, air, minerals, salts, water, humus and microbes. So what is humus? Humus are the organic components of the soil. Microbes are the microorganisms which are present in the soil. To examine the composition of soil, अगर आप ये देखना चाहते हैं कि soil की composition किस तरह से, इसमें क्या क्या चीज़ें शामिल हैं, we can perform this experiment. Put some garden soil in a marine cylinder. Look, students, here we have this marine cylinder. We have to put the garden soil in it, pour some water in it and stir it gently. आप इसमें water fill करना है, उसको आराम से बिल्कुल stir करना है, हिलाना है. Allow the solution to stand for a while. What will you observe? You will see layers of different soil components. The heaviest particles are these small stones which settle at the bottom. Then we have some parts of roots, leaves, small insects will be seen floating on the surface of marine cylinder. So in this way we can find out the composition of soil. Rocks and stones hold the roots of plants firmly to the ground. Air and water are present in the spaces between the soil particles. Air is also present inside the soil. To prove this, we have this experiment. Air provides oxygen for the roots of plants and for other organisms living in the soil. So air provides oxygen for the roots of plants and for other organisms living in the soil. To prove that soil contains air, we can do this simple experiment. Fill 3/5 of a beaker with a garden soil and tap it gently. Pour some water onto it. You will see bubbles of air coming out from the surface of the soil. So what do you see, students, and why does this happen? This happens because soil contains air inside it. Also, soil contains water. Plants absorb water and mineral salts from the soil through their roots. So to prove that soil contains water, put some garden soil in an evaporating dish and wet it. Now heat the dish until the soil becomes dry and powder-like. Cool the dish and wet it again. There will be a loss in weight which is due to the evaporation of water in it. क्योंकि पानी उसमें से evaporate हो जाएगा और बाकी पीछे सिर्फ soil रह जाएगी, इसलिए उसका weight कम हो जाएगा. So it means that soil contains rocks and stones, air and water. How are soil formed? So here we have this full picture which shows different elements which helps in making of soil. Climate, weather change, organisms, parent material, time, topography, all involved in the soil's formation. Next, students, microbes are also present inside soil. Microorganisms break down dead plants and animals to form humus. Students, I told you about the humus. The organic components are called the humus, which returns minerals and other useful substances back to the soil. So here we have this picture. All these processes help in making of soil. To prove that microbes are also present in soil, we will do this simple experiment. Take some garden soil and tie it in a muslin bag. Now hang it in a flask containing some freshly prepared lime water. Put the stopper on the flask and allow it to stand for some time. If the soil contains microorganisms, the lime water will turn milky. So it is the indication which shows that if lime water turns into milky, it means it contains microorganisms. Living organisms like earthworms and some insects make holes in the soil which allow air to pass through. Their activity also helps in mixing of layers of soil. Formation of soil. It is very interesting. The action of the wind, temperature change, chemicals and water breaks the surface of rocks into tiny grains by a process called weathering. This process has been going on for millions of years and soil is continuously being formed. This picture shows the different humic zone, organo-mineral zone, alteration zone and mother rock. Types of soil, students. Next our topic is about types of soil. How many types of soil we have? Clay soil, sandy soil, loam and humus. Here we have the pictures. Look at the different colors of different types of soil. Soils are named according to the size of the particles present in them. Look at these particles. Some particles are very tiny, some particles are bigger or larger than the other. Clay soil, this type of soil is made up of tiny particles which stick to each other. आपस में मिले हुए होते हैं, stick होते हैं. As there are very few air spaces, इसी वजह से उनके दरमियान air spaces बहुत कम होती हैं. Clay soil में water is trapped between the particles. This type of soil is called heavy soil because it has a lot of water and very little air. Sandy soil, this type of soil is made up of bigger particles. Sandy soil के particles bigger होते हैं which have large spaces between them, so water and air can freely circulate in them. Water drains very quickly from it. Water इसमें से बहुत जल्दी drain हो जाता है because it has bigger particles and takes away most of the minerals with it. This soil is also called hungry soil. इसको हम hungry soil भी कहते हैं. Plants and animals cannot live in such soil because although there is a lot of air, it lacks. इसमें कमी किस चीज़ की होती है? Minerals की and water की, which are essential for the healthy growth of plants. Loam. This soil contains mixture of large particles and small particles as well as a lot of minerals due to the presence of humus. It is the best type of soil for the healthy growth of plants and animals because it contains air, water and minerals. In the last, humus consists of the dead and decaying remains of plants. It helps to keep the soil in good condition for the healthy growth of plants. It binds large particles of sand so that they are not easily blown away by wind or washed away by flowing water. It helps to loosen up small clay particles so that the water present between them is drained away and more air can circulate. It releases important minerals in the soil which are needed by plants for their healthy growth. To test the drainage of different kinds of soils, we will perform this experiment. We take 3 funnels and put filter paper in them. So here students, we have the filter paper. Place each funnel in a glass beaker. So here we have this glass beaker. Put equal amounts of sand, clay and loam in each funnel. Pour 25 millimeter of water in each funnel. आपने कितना पानी इसमें डालना है? 25 milliliters of water. After 1 hour, what will you observe? Note the amount of water that has collected in the beakers that are placed under each funnel. You will see that the beaker under the sandy soil contains the most water and the beaker under the clay contains the least. Explain why there is a difference. Because all these sands are of different types. So here students, we have a picture of soil layers on earth. Organic layer, the top layer is called the organic layer. Then we have topsoil, subsoil, parent material and bedrock. Layers of soil. Top layer, this is the fertile top layer of the soil, which is dark brown due to the presence of humus. It is rich in minerals. Many plants and animals live in it. Subsoil, this is the lighter colored layer of soil found below the topsoil. It is rich in minerals but contains no humus and few organisms can live it. Some plant roots extend deep into the subsoil. In the last students, we have the concepts of erosion, fertilizers and types of fertilizers. What is erosion? The removal of the fertile top layer of the soil is called erosion. अगर हम सबसे top layer जो है that is the fertile layer of a soil उसको remove कर दें, अगर वो remove हो जाए, this process is called the erosion. Plant roots help to hold soil particles together. If plant growing in an area are cut down, burnt or eaten by animals, the land becomes bare. The top layer of soil can be easily worn away by rainwater or blown by wind. Next, what are the fertilizers? Plants use minerals to make important food substances. They absorb these minerals from the soil through their roots. As these minerals are used up, more must be added to the soil to replace them. So this is done by applying chemical substances. These chemical substances are called fertilizers. Fertilizers के अंदर क्या मौजूद होता है? It contains minerals which is necessary for the healthy growth of plants. We have two types of fertilizers, organic and inorganic. Organic means which is made up of animal waste, decaying plants, dried blood, bones are organic fertilizers. Inorganic fertilizers are chemically made in factories. They are soluble in water, so plants can use them immediately, but they can prove very harmful if they are used for a long time in large quantities. Here students, we have the amazing fact: grains and pebbles are born smooth as water carries them along. That is why beach sand, which is always on the move, is smoother than river sand. Inorganic fertilizer, here we have this picture. The inorganic fertilizers are better for the industrial production of big vegetable gardens. After a long time, these fertilizers could be worse because they made of chemical products. Next, we have the solved exercise of our unit number 11. Exercise work, question answers. Question number 1, part A. Soil is the outer layer of the crust of the earth. It is a mixture of small pieces of rocks, air, minerals, salts, water, humus and microbes. Part B. The components of soil are rocks and stones, air, water, microbes and living organisms. Part C. Soil microbes are useful because they break down dead plants and animal bodies to form humus, which returns minerals and other useful substances to the soil. Part D. Humus is the dead and decaying remains of plants. It binds large particles of sand. It helps to loosen up the small clay particles. It releases important minerals in the soil. It helps to keep the soil for the healthy growth of plants. Part E. If a piece of land is denuded of its plant cover by chopping down of trees, then the land becomes bare. The top layer of this bare soil can easily be washed away by rainwater. Different types of soil are clay soil, sandy soil, loam. This type of soil is made up of tiny particles which stick to each other. They are very few air spaces, so water is trapped between them. This type of soil is made up of bigger particles which have large spaces between them, so water and air can freely circulate in them. This soil contains a mixture of large and small particles as well as a lot of minerals due to the presence of humus. It is the best type of soil because it contains air, water and minerals. The removal of the fertile top layer of soil is called erosion. It is harmful because no plants can grow in that area. Next students, we have matched the columns. Match the first word with A, which is the outer layer of the earth crust. B provides oxygen for respiration. C is observed by plant roots. D break down dead organisms. E is the removal of the topsoil. Part F has poor drainage. Part G is hungry soil. Part H is the best type of soil for plants. Part I is an organic fertilizer. Part J is a chemical fertilizer. The last we have correct the following statements. Part A, rocks and stones in soil hold the roots of plant firmly. Part B, air provides oxygen for the respiration of roots and other living organisms in the soil. Part C, the removal of the top layer of soil by wind and water is called erosion. Part D, water breaks rocks to form sand particles. Part E, a sandy soil has large air spaces in it. Part F, clay soil is heavy soil. Part G, loam is the best type of soil for the growth of plants. Humus is the dead and decaying remains of living organisms. Topsoil is the fertile top layer of soil. This is all for today. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.